Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Wednesday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I'm Andy Graham alongside Jeremy Jeffcoat. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. 256-234-6221 is our number here. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind. Not much has changed so far this week, but I got something on my phone. I don't know what these kind of things mean in this modern age that we live in, JJ. But Deuce Knight, apparently, people are saying that he has removed all Auburn stuff from his Instagram page.
Well, that does mean something to
I think it does mean
kids
something.
that age,
Yeah.
yes. So
Don't know if that's the truth, but that's what was being reported.
I guess you could look up his Instagram.
If I had Instagram, I would.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't
Maybe I'll
even
look
know
it up
what
during
that
the
is.
break. I have Instagram, so
Okay.
I'll look it up during the break. We'll see. That would be bad news.
I did know that somebody had sent me something. He was posting stuff about Notre Dame last week too. Now, I will say this. I have actually noticed on the sideline, Deuce has been a really good teammate this year so far. Every time Jackson Arnold comes off the field, Deuce Knight and Ashton Daniels are usually right there, usually trying to pump him up, giving him some encouragement, trying to lift him up when maybe something bad happens. So I've noticed he's been a really good teammate, and I don't think
Look, if Deuce Knight is frustrated,
have any problem about that,
and considering entering the portal at the end of the year or something,
not a shock.
It's not a shock. It doesn't make him a bad teammate or a bad person, right?
No.
I mean, if I'm him, I'm looking at it going, I don't even know if I want to run this offense. Yeah.
Did I make a mistake? Not
Right.
not going to Notre Dame or bolting on Notre Dame. So, yeah. But anyway, that's just that's just fodder that we can talk about. But certainly there are many other things. We'll kind of turn the page a little bit, take a look at the Arkansas Razorbacks a little bit today. I start thinking about that game a little bit. We kind of broaden our horizons on Wednesdays as well. We'll take a look around the SEC at what happened this past week and take a look at what's going to happen this weekend. Look at some games upcoming. Pretty good slate this week. Some interesting games.
There are some
very interesting games. So there's going to be some teams that are going to be still in the playoff hunt. There are going to be some teams that I think are out of the playoff.
Here is the crazy thing. I think the winner of the Vandy, Missouri game has an inside track to the playoff.
I think you're right.
If I had told you 3 years ago, hey, in a couple of years, game day is going to be going to Vandy, Mizzou, and the winner is going to have an inside track to the playoff, you would have thought I'd lost my mind.
I'd have slapped you in the face.
Yeah.
I said, JJ, wake up from this fever dream you're having. But yeah, nobody would have possibly ever thought that.
Yeah. Let's
All right.
We'll get the phone call.
Absolutely. Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro Hotline. Hey, Mylan, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
What's going on, guys? Sorry about yesterday. I didn't mean to get something started with the whole religion thing like I did.
No. I think it was a good.
I didn't realize that was such a touchy subject.
I think it's you didn't realize religion's a touchy subject.
Well, I didn't realize that you guys felt kind of the way you did toward the same way I felt about the way he was using it.
I thought it was a very poignant point that you made.
No,
I think you were spot on.
I couldn't disagree with anything you said, Mylan.
But I do want to say that I guess it was during Hugh's press conference, he wanted the vote of confidence.
Yeah.
When did that become a good thing? Used to that was kind of like the dreaded vote of confidence. You didn't That spelled the end.
Yeah, usually you get that a few weeks before you get fired.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I always thought. Like, that was bad when the AD come out and spoke. And one more thing on the Deuce thing, I said day one when he flipped from Notre Dame and was looking at Ole Miss, that kid was chasing a bag, and he probably would transfer out of Auburn. I hope he don't. I think he's going to be a good one, but it just seemed like he was chasing a bag, guys. Where you?
Thanks for the call. Yeah, that may be true.
Jim Hardy just texted me and you. Deuce has not removed all Auburn stuff from his Instagram
Okay. Well,
or his TikTok.
at least it's okay. Well, at least we know that for now. I mean, again, that this was. You never know how these things are. Somebody put something out. Social media. Look, I have a Facebook. Okay, I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on TikTok. I'm not on Instagram. I don't care. I wouldn't even know how to get there, or even But people send me these things all the time. I'm just reporting what. But that's good to hear if that's the case. All right, Mylan brings that up, and that was literally the first thing on my topic today. The possible vote of confidence. This was asked about a few phrases. This is what he said. It'd be huge. That would make everyone feel a lot better for sure.
Everyone?
I think the entire coaching staff, maybe.
Maybe.
It ain't going to make the fans feel better.
No.
But it maybe it'll make the players feel better. I don't know. Because, and again, here's another aspect to it. Depending on who you ask, and I saw a guy that's claimed to be, this inside information, that all the players were behind Freeze. Most of the big power brokers are behind Freeze.
I expect the players to be behind their coach.
Okay.
So that to me, that doesn't mean a hill of beans.
Okay.
The administration has to make the decision that's best for the program, not what the players want. It's not a democracy, right?
Yeah.
So, and now, the power brokers, that does matter. But I've heard competing things on that. I heard in the offseason last year that there were people in positions of influence in Auburn who were really high.
Not including myself.
Right, who were really high on the Tulane coach.
Summerall.
So I had heard that in the offseason, even before we got to this point. And sometimes here's the thing with these decisions. Depending on what happens, now Hugh could run off win after win and finish the season at 8-4, right? Mm-hmm. That could happen. So let's say that that's on the table. But let's say that it doesn't happen, and he loses at Arkansas, and he loses to Alabama, and he loses to Vanderbilt. Mm-hmm. Okay, at that point,
that'd be 5-7.
At that point, you're 5-7. I don't care what power brokers are behind you. You're not. You got to sell season tickets and merchandise, man. But there are other things that can influence those decisions when you're in between, that gray area. Mark Richt probably should not have been fired after a 9-3 season. He was fired because Kirby Smart was about to take the South Carolina job, and Georgia knew they wanted Kirby as their next coach. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, if you have your eye on a guy that you think is going to be your head coach in the near future, and it looks like he may go somewhere else. Remember, Summerall is a Kentucky grad. If Kentucky comes open, what if South Carolina comes open? What if he strongly considers the Arkansas job? He's going to have multiple offers.
Sure.
If you really have your eye on him, which we heard last summer, or I heard last summer, if that's the case, then maybe you make the move because you don't want to miss out.
Well, how do you evaluate him, and how do you say he's not Billy Napier?
Yeah,
how do you say he's not 100 of these other guys that were up and comers that you're going to be lucky. I mean, you really, that's what it.
But think about it though. Proven guys can't miss hires. How many of them are out there?
Yeah.
None.
Right.
None that you're going to get. Right. I mean, it just James Franklin. He'll win you some ball games.
That's the balance. That's why you pay an athletic director what you pay him to make that evaluation to say, James Franklin, John Summerall, who is who provides you the best future if you hire one of those two guys? And how do you know the difference?
Fit is so important.
Yes.
A fit is just so
huge.
So important. You can be a good coach and fail somewhere because you just don't fit. Don't fit the culture, don't fit the, I think if you take a look at Alabama last year, I have real concerns about whether or not Kalen DeBoer was going to make the transition. And I think you've seen it this year after that Florida State game, his intensity level on the sideline. If you haven't seen it, it's on Twitter and stuff, but the tunnel entrance from last Saturday against Tennessee, when he's walking out with the team through the tunnel. He is banging his clipboard and yelling at the players, and he bangs his clipboard up against the goalpost. He's fired up, right, ready to go. I didn't see that intensity prior to that Florida State loss, and I think somewhere he got in his head, you know what? I got to coach these guys harder. I gotta really pick up my intensity level so they can pick up theirs, right, and lead that. So you can adjust to that, but a fit, that's where fit matters so much. But the thing is, the Auburn job's not open. And if you can get a win this week against Arkansas, it staves off, the job being open.
For a week.
For the time being.
Yeah. That's one step toward.
It's one step. And, we said all off season, or at least I said, I think he maintains his job at 7-5. I think anything 7-5 or better, and he maintains his job. And we'll see how that goes. But to do that, he's got to win 4 of these last 5.
I would agree. All right, back to just what he said, just to finish this off. He said, I haven't talked to John, talking about Cohen. I will say John has been so supportive ever since my hire. I don't get too much into it. They have a job to do, certainly, and he has people to answer to. I know how close we are, and I know I can get this fixed. We're too dang close. We have to get a little bit better play and a little bit better coaching at a few spots. I want a chance to fix this. And my comment was, do the players still believe he can get this fixed? Because the fans certainly don't. And does the administration believe he can get this fixed? And that's really the question.
If you were John Cohen, here would be my question. What is the plan to get this fixed to you? And don't just tell me I'm going to coach better. I don't know. What is the plan? Are you going to maintain play calling? Are you going to make changes on your staff? What are you going to do to fix this?
I think if after 3 years the offense has not worked at all, then you say, Hugh, if you want to be the coach at Auburn next year, if you get to 7-5, then you say, you must bring in an offensive coordinator. He will call the plays, and he will run the offense. You can decide on if we're going to go for it on 4th down, but it's his offense.
Yeah.
Now, usually in those situations, it's about 2 years away from being fired anyway.
It's okay to even bring in a guy who runs a system similar to what you do, right?
Sure.
It is hard to be a play-calling head coach. There aren't many people doing it. Even Sarkisian's struggling with that right now. He's getting questions about that. The only guy that's out there killing it doing that is Lane Kiffin, and he may be the best natural play caller in football.
He may be. All right, we got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
L&M Pawn and Gun, located in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, is East Alabama and West Georgia's complete gun, tactical, and pawn shop. It invites the region to shop over 500 firearms in stock, on the floor, and ready for sale at the market's best values. At L&M Pawn and Gun, we specialize in all tactical guns, equipment, and parts, including AK-47 and AR-15s. Specialized parts for tactical guns as well as suppressors and other parts you can't find anywhere. L&M Pawn and Gun has it all in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, or shop online, lmpawnandgun.com.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Illinois Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillby Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillby Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
For work or play, it's Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Silverado and Colorado's ready to roll for Chevy Truck Month. Get going in a powerful new full-size Chevrolet Silverado with discounts up to $13,500 off. Test drive the mid-size Chevy Colorados. Big performance and big discounts up to $5,000 off. People from all over the USA are coming to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. 256-234-6221. If you got a comment or anything else you'd like to talk about, we'd love for you to give us a call today. We are brought to you each and every day by J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job's too big, no job's too small. Commercial or residential. For all your needs, give them a call today. J.A. Smith. Also, Sensa Green, heating, cooling, and insulation for air that's cool and clean. Call on Sensa Green. They are the carrier dealer in this area. 334-487-3555. Sensa Green. All right, JJ, we were talking about the Auburn Tigers. That is in the title. All right, here's another thing that you said that I found somewhat interesting.
Okay.
He said, talking about trying to fix things.
Yes.
He's back on trying to fix things. He said, but there are a lot of things that you can do to fix the things that are hurting us in the critical moments.
A lot of things.
And that's something that I know I can do. And I know we can do as coaches. And so, again, my question would be, we're 2.5 years into this. If you know how to do it, why haven't you done it up to this point?
Yeah.
Doesn't that logical? Isn't that a logical?
Well, and the bad thing is, like, he even goes on, he gets specific, right? Whether it's the depth of a route or the blocking technique against a different front. These are things you handle in spring and in fall installation.
Mm-hmm.
And you continue to coach that throughout the year. If your receivers are running the wrong depth on their routes, that should have been fixed before the first game. If your blocking techniques against certain fronts are not what they need to be, then you scouted the defense wrong.
Lyles, and this is something that came out this week. This was posted. Somebody, I don't know if this was I didn't see a video of it, Lane saying this, but Lyle says, I heard today that Lane Kiffin told Freeze it's about time he changed his signals after reviewing the AU Oklahoma tape.
Well, he did say that at a press conference.
Okay,
yeah.
He said, I think Oklahoma had your signals. If that's the case, again, that's one of those things you can do.
Okay, on the TV tape, I can watch that. And if I want to study them hard enough, I'm going to figure out some of the signals.
Yeah.
But I don't think Lane meant it that way.
Okay.
Lane loves to take shots at Hugh Freeze.
Yeah.
And Lane, I think what Lane was saying was...
Lane takes shots at everybody.
Yeah.
No.
I think what Lane was saying was, man, they were all over you. They knew what you were going to do. Which makes you predictable.
Well, they clearly knew what we were going to do.
Yeah.
And lied in wait.
And the whole thing about that, because there was a safety coming up on the slant or whatever, when you run cover 3, you have hook curl players on the defense. That's all the safety was doing, was playing hook curl. But the throw on the slant was so late coming out that he got a chance to break on it. Because if you hit that slant right at the break, he's in front of the safety.
Yeah.
You go another 5 yards, he's running into the safety. That was the problem.
Well, there were many
problems.
There were many problems, that's for sure. Okay, so I got one more. Hugh said, I think we fit at Auburn. I think we fit the Auburn culture. I think the culture in the building has changed. I think the talent level has changed. Unfortunately, we just haven't gotten over the hump in a very difficult stretch of games. But I believe that's coming very, very soon. So nobody can argue that the talent level, the roster is better now than when he got here. Cannot be argued. That is a fact. The room is better. Has the culture changed? I don't see that.
Yeah, I don't. One, I think Hugh and I think we fit the culture here at Auburn, and I'm not sure exactly what he's talking about.
I get that.
In a football sense, he does not fit the Pat Dye culture, I'll tell you that.
No.
Pat Dye to run him off 3 games ago. But I think part of the problem is you got to quit slapping people on the back. You're not running a catfish restaurant, okay? At some point, you've got to turn up the intensity a little bit and go harder, because what you're doing is not working. In fact, it's failing. And you just got to, I don't know what he means by the fit the culture, but I'll tell you this, right now it's not a winning culture.
Yeah, and that's Auburn's a winning culture. I mean, it you can rip on them all they want, but it's a top 15
when I
program
think of
all
Auburn,
the time.
I grew up the son of a former Auburn football player. My mom was an Auburn fan, my whole family, right? I grew up in an Auburn house. I grew up in an Auburn house. At no point did I ever think that the culture at Auburn would be soft. But right now it's kind of soft.
I would agree.
And you better harden it up pretty quick.
Yeah. All right, we got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering, or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell. There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes. They're installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in Central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Again, like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Great place to get some tremendous food in the Montgomery and Auburn area. Go and check out their website, steaksinwine.com. Just the letter N there, steaksinwine.com. Check out their daily lunch specials. Steaks, ribs, burgers, casseroles, a very wide selection of wine. Just a great place to get some tremendous food in the Montgomery area on Pepper Tree and in Auburn on East Glen. Okay, turning our attention to the Arkansas Razorbacks. Arkansas on a 5-game losing streak, Auburn on a 4-game losing streak. Somebody's going to win a game Saturday, JJ.
Yep, and nine combined losses in a row.
11:45 on the SEC Network. We're going to get it. We're going to get it over with early in the day, but somebody's going to be happy.
Yeah,
and somebody's not going to be happy. Arkansas only played 3 SEC games. 2 of those losses, one to Memphis, one to Notre Dame. That were, or as we like to call it, the game that sent Sam Pittman home.
Yeah,
but. You know, Bobby Petrino took over. The offense got cranked right back up. They've lost by a field goal the last 2 weeks. Now, that might be a little misleading. I think they scored late in those games to maybe – but still, their offense is not in question here.
No, because, and you've got the stats down there, but and without going through each one and – nobody wants to read off math problems, but if you just look at the offensive rankings for Arkansas in the conference, 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 6. Auburn offensively in the league. 15, 9, 16, 15, 13, 14, 13, 15, 13, 16.
It's top and bottom.
Yeah. And that's what I think is kind of scary about this game if you're an Auburn fan, because Arkansas is going to score. Auburn's defense is really good, but Arkansas is going to score points. Question is, how many points are they going to score? And Taylor Green's really good, by the way. They're going to score points. How many? And what is the limit of what Auburn can score, even against a bad Arkansas defense? Bad Arkansas defense.
Well, Arkansas is scoring about 37 points a game. Auburn usually, or at least in these SEC competition, have held their opponents about probably 14 to 15, 14 to 16 points under their average, mostly. So can we hold Arkansas to 20 points? It's going to be a tall order.
I think your goal should be, let's hold them to 27 and let's get to 30. Because
can Auburn score 30 points?
I think if you've got to hold that offense to 20 points to win, well, that's a tall order.
Can Auburn score 30? That is the now. It's the same. It's the exact opposite of what you just said. Auburn, Arkansas defense, 16th in the league in total, 16th in the league in rushing, 16th or 15th in passing, 16th in pass efficiency, 16th in points, 16th in third down, 16th in first downs given up. They're the worst.
Yeah.
They're by far the worst defense. They're deplorable. Can Auburn now? Auburn's offense is as about as bad as it gets. I don't even know how you even. This matchup is it's so weird. I mean, you know, a great Arkansas offense, a great Auburn defense, pathetic Arkansas defense, terrible Auburn offense. Something's got to give.
Yeah. Somebody's going to have a game. Either the Arkansas offense or the Auburn defense is going to have a game. And they're going to, you know, put their team in position to win.
Yeah. Can the Arkansas defense rise up and stop Auburn, or can Auburn stop themselves?
Let me say this. I don't think Arkansas's defense can stop Auburn, but I think if you're Arkansas, your defensive goal for the game is get me 2 turnovers.
Okay.
If they cause 2 turnovers, I think they'll win the game.
Will 30 points win the game for Auburn?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. With that defense, yeah. I would
so you got to find a way to get to 30 points.
I think you got to find a way to get to at least 27, you know. But, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll be a 17-14 game.
I doubt it. I doubt it. But, whew, boy, this now, I don't know. It's, you would say it's a loser leave town, but one of the losers already left town. So.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air is excited to participate in our annual Catch Me in Pink campaign, raising money for cutting-edge breast cancer research. We partnered locally with the Joy to Life Foundation and Vera Bradley to help raise significant funds in support of the cause. Each week, we are giving away prizes locally in addition to our national grand prize, a tropical trip for 2. To enter, simply snap an Ussie of you and a pink-clad Dixie employee and enter it on our website. Dixie will donate money for every photo that's submitted, and you will be entered to win big.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We are located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open, located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all: Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. All right, were you impressed with Ole Miss, or were you obviously Georgia with the way that they played? But for Ole Miss to go in there and play Georgia as well as they did,
Man, Lane was in his bag, wasn't he? For 3 quarters of that game.
Yeah.
And then you got to give Kirby and his staff credit. The fourth quarter, I think Ole Miss had 1 yard of total offense. That and then Georgia had a couple of long drives. It wasn't all defense, but they held the ball for a lot of that fourth quarter. And look, that coaching staff at Georgia is as buttoned up as any coaching staff in America. They're going to make good adjustments. They're going to make good decisions most of the time, and so even when you get a guy like Lane who's dialing it up on you, they find a way to put themselves in a place to win it. So
isn't it the same old story? It just over and over and over again. Ole Miss under Lane Kiffin, if they run up against a team that's just really big and physical, they just can't seem to do anything with them.
Well, they put 35 points on them.
They did, but they gave up 43.
Yeah.
And about 230 yards rushing.
But when you talk about why would Lane leave Ole Miss to go to Florida, that's why. Because you're going to have a higher caliber. You're going to have access to a higher caliber of athlete at Florida than you have at Ole Miss. And look, Ole Miss is talented and they're good, and they have been now for 3 or 4 years. But they're not at the talent level of Georgia, nor are they going to be. So the only way you're going to beat a Georgia at Ole Miss is to out-scheme them, and I thought he did a pretty good job of doing that for 3 quarters and just wasn't able to get the ball enough in the fourth quarter to do it. And I thought the moment got a little big for Chambliss in the fourth.
Yeah. Vandy takes care of LSU. Vandy now a top 10 team.
Vandy is a good football team. They just are good, and
doing it with a lot less talent than everybody else.
Yeah, and once again, Brian Kelly, and here's the thing, they can't fire him this year, I don't think.
Really?
I think he's going to go 7-5. They're going to make him change some staff because they don't want to pay that guy $55 million. I don't know if they can even afford it.
Yeah. Texas in trouble. I mean,
they won. Yeah, they squeaked out a win.
Did they really?
They won.
Are we calling that a win?
Boy, Sarkisian's getting a bunch of, starting to get those press conference questions about should you be calling plays? Is it too much on you to run the program and call plays? Of course, Sarkisian's answer was, hey, that's why I was hired.
Yeah.
And he's not wrong on that. Look, the thing with Texas, it's kind of the same thing I had, preseason, everybody, LSU is going to win the national championship. I'm like, they lost both their starting offensive tackles. And they lost Will Campbell was a first-round legit NFL offensive tackle. You got another guy like that to put out there? They don't.
Yeah.
Texas lost 4 of their starting offensive linemen and their top 3 receivers. So even if Arch Manning were better than Arch Manning is, you're still playing with 4 new offensive linemen and you lost your top 3 receivers.
Does Arch Manning look like a guy that's just young and needs to develop a little bit more, or does he just look like a guy that everybody missed on?
I think he's got the physical traits. It's a little bit like Jackson Arnold, okay? I think the physical traits are there, but he is not delivering just in terms of, football IQ.
He had 179 total yards in that game.
Yeah. 12 of 27 for 132. That's awful.
And that game went into overtime.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's just...
If Texas didn't have a really good defense, what would their record be right now?
That's a good question. And what does that say about Oklahoma?
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even know how to process what happened I don't know. And it's college football. Who knows? Who cares? Okay. Looking at some games this week, Tennessee is at Kentucky. Can Kentucky rise up again?
I'm going to say no. I mean, look, Kentucky can play tough defense.
Yeah.
But the Tennessee offense is not the Texas offense.
No.
So
I imagine they'll be able to score a few more.
I'd say 9.5 on that game is not enough.
Not enough. Texas is at Mississippi State. The Longhorns are 6.5 here. That's crazy.
I think that's probably, in terms of where the public's going to bet it, probably about right. This is a game Mississippi State can win. And I mean, you could argue Mississippi State should have beat Florida.
Mississippi State lost that game. Florida didn't win.
Yeah, I mean, they were going to win the game. The quarterback got fooled on when they dropped a defensive lineman back in the zone, and he just didn't see it. And that happens sometimes.
Already in field goal range. By the way.
Yeah. I'd have been running the ball myself. But,
Texas A&M is at LSU. That's an interesting one. Undefeated Texas A&M, by the way.
I think. I mean, is LSU good?
No.
Okay. They gave up 31 to Vandy, and on this defense, supposedly Blake Baker has one of the best defenses in the nation. And he gave up 31 last week, 239 rushing. You don't have much of an offense. A&M, say what you want.
They got both.
They'll get after you defensively.
Yeah.
And I think LSU's in trouble, and I think LSU could be headed for like a 7-5 season.
Ole Miss bounce back at Oklahoma.
Whew.
Tough defense.
Yeah.
Oklahoma got a tough defense.
I have no idea who wins that game.
That's a toss up.
I think if Ole Miss wins it, then you're looking at Ole Miss going to playoff.
I can see that for sure. All right, we got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air is excited to participate in our annual Catch Me in Pink campaign, raising money for cutting-edge breast cancer research. We partnered locally with the Joy to Life Foundation and Vera Bradley to help raise significant funds in support of the cause. Each week, we are giving away prizes locally in addition to our national grand prize, a tropical trip for 2. To enter, simply snap an Ussie of you and a pink-clad Dixie employee and enter it on our website. Dixie will donate money for every photo that's submitted, and you will be entered to win big.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We are located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open. Located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all. Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your vehicle or boat to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your boat or vehicle the right way. Located on Highway 63, just about 2 miles from Highway 280 in Alexander City, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill in Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin, comfort for life.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Wednesday afternoon. Let's go to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro hotline and welcome in Edward. Hey, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Hey, Edward.
Hey, Edward, you with us?
Edward, going once.
Going twice.
Edward.
Big Edward's moving furniture. We may have to.
Yeah.
Well, Edward, if you want, you can give us a call back sometime.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear from you. But we were looking at games that are going to happen this weekend. Missouri is at number 10 Vandy, identical records.
Yeah. And, you know, I'm going to buy some Vandy. I think Missouri's good. I think Vandy's good.
You don't go into that snake pit in Nashville and expect to come
with
out
half of the stadium your fans. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take.
We're gonna try Edward again. Should we dare?
All right, Edward, you there?
Oh yeah, I'm here, man.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey man, I'm good, man. I'm good.
What we got going today?
Oh man, it's just old Edward, man. I'm a weekly call on all the live over there with Jeffrey Lee and Cole Pinkston and them.
Okay.
Talk with them guys every Sunday night. So been watching y'all and just decided to call in and chime in on what y'all talking about with these Auburn Tigers, man. For the last 3 years, I've been telling everybody to listen to me, man. It's just been bad coaching on the offensive side of the ball. And it's all catching up to them now. I was telling Caldwell and Christian Clemente and Cole Pinkston back in November when they came to Selma and watch Derek Smith play. I told them, I said, man, I think Auburn need to make Hugh our offensive coordinator. Make him turn the play calling over.
You know, my question is, and get your opinion, Edward. You hired Hugh Freeze because he's an offensive guy. If he's not going to run the offense, why in the world do you even need him around?
That's what Caldwell said.
Yeah.
That's what Caldwell said. That was the exact word. No, you let him run the offense, and if he can't do it, then you move on.
It's the old line that Kevin Skarbinski wrote in the Birmingham News about Gus Malzahn years ago. If the thing that you are good at, you're no longer good at, why do we need you?
It's just a demeanor about him that I don't like, man. It's just, I've been saying for 2 years, he reminds me of the guy that coached in the Water Boy. Not making fun of him, but he turned into Coach Klein in big situations, and he let the emotions of the game get to him, and it takes him out of his element.
Hard to disagree.
I have never thought about that, but that is such a good analogy. Oh God, I'm never gonna be able to get that out of my head now. Every time I see
Coach Klein in big moments.
He is Coach Klein.
Telling those guys, man, you go back to that Oklahoma game. He didn't call a bad game up until about 5 minutes in the game.
Yeah.
When they reversed the call on the sideline and called it a completed catch for Oklahoma, go back and watch. Once he put his hands on his head and looked at dejected on the sideline, well, you come out, now the quarterback gets sacked every time he dropped back. I mean, you don't know what to call. And I don't know, man. I ain't never seen nothing like it. He's a good guy. He has got talent there, but I use this analogy. It's just like a marriage. We got some good kids together, but it's just we ain't got no future. I mean, where are we going?
Hard to disagree, Edward.
That New Mexico State law, man, that should have opened everybody's eyes. We ain't had no business losing to no New Mexico. We done lost too many games that we just absolutely had no business losing. So
you're absolutely right, man. We got to wrap up the show. Thank you for the call. Call us back sometime.
Thanks, Edward. Yeah,
hey, look.
Hard to disagree.
That very good points.
The Coach Klein thing, though, is
Mr. Coach Klein. Oh boy.
You want to wrap up?
Yeah, let's do Alabama at South Carolina.
Classic trap game. You're coming off of 4 high leverage conference games against ranked opponents. 2 of them on the road. You're beat up. You're banged up. Your legs are probably tired. And headed to a South Carolina team that's pretty desperate. Thankfully, Mike Shula's calling the plays over there, so you always have a chance to shut them down.
True.
I'd probably take South Carolina in the points just for those reasons. I think, I don't know. Call me crazy. I think Alabama will win, but I think they'll win by about a touchdown, 8-9, somewhere in there.
Yeah. And then Auburn at Arkansas. Arkansas is now to 2.5. Auburn opened as a 1.5 point favorite.
Lions don't typically move 4 points. It's a big move.
Same thing happened last week.
Yeah. Does somebody know something I don't know? I don't know. I'm going to say I'm not even going to make a pick on this game. I'm going to say first team to 30 wins.
I think that may be the key.
Yeah.
30-27, somebody wins.
Yeah.
I don't know who it'll be.
Yeah.
But Auburn's got to prove that they can actually get there for sure. All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. He's JJ. I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.